And welcome back to another video on the WrestleSpace and to another edition of NXT Out of 10. And yeah, there was a very big surprise result today which I didn't see coming, and with NXT Great American Bash a week away, we still need to find out who will be challenging away for the titles, as well as plenty of other exciting matches. So let's get straight into it. We start off with the women's number one contender match, Moon and Blackheart versus Stark and Shirai versus Gonzalez and Kai. Gonzalez started off the match with Ember Moon and Io Shirai dominating them both before Shirai and Moon teamed up and a double drop kick connected, but Gonzalez bounced off the ropes for a double clothesline. Raquel dumped Shirai up top with the snake eyes, but was sent to Moon's corner with a tilt and head scissors. Moon and Blackheart hit a one-legged facebuster sunset flip combination on Gonzalez before the pin was broken up. Stark got out of the way and avoided Blackheart's suicide dive as well. Moon landed on everyone with a senton off the top, and Stark followed it up with a double jump crossbody. Back in the ring, Shirai and Stark focused on Gonzalez. Blackheart eventually got back in the fray, giving Gonzalez time to find her partner. Kai managed to get in and dump Stark to the floor and went in on Blackheart after nearly getting a pinfall on NXT's Tank Girl. Kai was blindsided by a returning Stark. The newcomer to the brand impressively laid out Kai but failed to get the pin. Dakota went back to Gonzalez and Gonzalez drove Blackheart into the corner with a series of kicks. A massive boot sent the former champion Io Shirai into the ropes and Blackheart was slammed. Shirai, Gonzalez and Blackheart tagged out, bringing on their fresh partners. Stark went on a charge, taking out all of their competitors before the Genius of the Sky hit the 619 and the springboard missile dropkick on Kai, but Blackheart broke up the pin. Blackheart pelted Shirai with a series of kicks and followed out with a bulldog as they kept the pressure up. Kai tried to interfere but was nearly beheaded with a nasty rolling forearm. With Shirai and Kai on the ropes, Moon and Blackheart hit a pair of running knees. Everyone found themselves in the corner going for the Tower of Doom. Gonzalez knocked Shirai and Stark out, saving Kai from doom. Stark and Shirai eliminated Gonzalez, and as Kai hit a double stomp on Blackheart, she rolled into a kick from Shirai. Gonzalez just rolled in just in time to save her partner, taking the brunt of the damage. Moon and Shirai fell to the floor and everyone hit their finishes, leaving Shirai in the ring again, and the Moon over moonsault finally hit the landing on Kai. Shirai and Stark then will move on to Great American Bash, and yeah, this was a great match, 7 out of 10, really looking forward to the actual match. Stage, Gargano blindsided Karrion Kross before it could get out of hand. Joe broke it up. NXT revealed then that the new NXT Breakout tournament will be returning in 2 weeks. The tournament saw many major faces break out and made their debut, including Bronson Reed, Swerve Scott, Lumis, Grimes, Wild, Garza, and of course ACH, who is no longer with the company. Bronson Reed was challenged by Swerve for a title match tonight, and Reed accepted. More on that later. Before Karrion Kross and Scarlett made their way down to the ring, there was no flashy entrance. Kross claimed that he had the guts to do it face to face, but Johnny claimed he was no coward. Gargano said the ring was his world, and unlike Kross, he's got actual talent. You may be bigger than me, but I'm smarter than you, said Gargano. The way laid into the champion, who easily shook off their attempts. Kross took Gargano to the floor and drove him repeatedly into the barricade before he could crush him with steel sets. Samoa Joe made the save. As Kross was held back, Gargano rocked him with a super kick. Kross stood back up and confronted Joe, but didn't lay a hand on him. Yeah, this was okay. I'm just not sure whether I want to see these on in a title feud again, to be honest. That was Roderick Strong versus Asher Hale. While Strong had been incredibly decorated in his career, Hale escaped Strong's grasp early on and nearly locked Roddy in an ankle lock. When Strong blocked, Hale moved in for the super hold. Strong broke away and followed out with a Uranagi style backbreaker. From then on, Roderick dominated Hale. Diamond Mines Bivens encouraged Strong as he kept Hale on the mat. Strong stunned Hale with a spinning back elbow and jumped knee, leaving Hale on the mount. A modified Rings of Saturn forced a submission, and Strong got a quick win. After the match, Diamond Mines celebrated with Strong. Bivens then started saying that things are getting started. What does that mean for the Cruiserweight division? But yeah, this was good. Just a good way to introduce Diamond Mine. But anyway, next up, Cameron Grimes was in the ring versus Aries Sterling. Grimes managed to keep up with the high flyer, hitting a handspring out of a head scissors takedown. A Hurricane Rana sent Sterling to the floor, but he blocked Cameron's apron kick. After dropping Grimes on the apron, Sterling hit the moonsault. A running corkscrew moonsault press hit Grimes on the inside, and it looked like Cameron was in serious trouble. In the corner, he was pelted with some serious kicks. However, he avoided the numble stomp and drove Sterling through the mat with the cave-in to get the win. After the match, LA Knight came down to the ring. Knight said that he was going to give him a match at Great American Bash, and that sounds like a good idea to me. But yeah, and then we moved on. NXT Women's Champions The Way congratulated Shirai and Stark for their win, but they had no chance next week. Hartwell and Candice LeRae were family. LeRae warned Stark about Shirai's past, while Shirai reminding Candice she'd never beaten her. Before we got Kyle O'Reilly came down to the ring against Adam Cole. He called out Colin, and it seemed like they were about to have another brawl before Joe's music hit. The NXT enforcer said he was here to make sure none of the events happened from last week. He stood in the ring with O'Reilly before Cole stepped between the ropes. The former NXT champion claimed that O'Reilly was jealous of him. Cole mocked that claim, aggravating Cole further. Cole said without him, O'Reilly would be nobody. He took it a bit far, claiming that everyone knew it, including Cole's wife. O'Reilly should be ashamed of himself. Before they could brawl, Joe stepped in. Cole tried to tackle Joe, but he ducked when O'Reilly took him down. Joe decides to walk away. Joe finally sent in security after Cole suffered for a bit. Yeah, this was fine. I don't think we really needed an extra bit of it, but I'll take it. Atlas and Mercedes Martinez versus Tia and Shaw was next. Atlas took Boa down with a step off between Raw and arm drag, forcing him to tag out. Martinez was stunned with a cross kick by Lee. In the corner, leaping forward and dropped the former NXT Women's Championship contender. However, Martinez was able to fight back and send Lee down to the floor. As Xia arrived in pain, Martinez called out Mae Young, who just stared from the entrance ramp. During the break, Tian Shaw took over as Boa delivered a hellacious palm strike to the throat of Jake. Lee followed up with a leaping clothesline off Boa's back. Atlas eventually sent him to the floor and made it to Martinez. Lee was cut down with a clothesline and a series of strikes in the corner. An avalanche butterfly suplex would have probably gotten the pinfall, but Boa broke out. Boa went on to attack Martinez. However, unfortunately, Martinez turned their attention to Mae Young, who stood in their frame. Back in the ring, Xia Li hit an exploded suplex. It looked like Martinez was knocked out, and the referee had to call for the down. Now, I don't know if this is legit or not, but if it does, I hope that Martinez is okay, and I'll just grade it a 6 out of 10 just because of the uncertainty. SK, Tommaso Thatcher and Timothy Thatcher were all down in the ring. Ciampa told MSK that they were underdogs, not him and Thatcher. They were having a bit of a face-off ahead of their match next week. Thatcher is yet to win gold in NXT, and Ciampa said that he was motivated. As far as Ciampa went, there's not a man on the world that elevates a title like Blackheart. MSK stood up, as did their challengers, and they said they respect him. The CWC started Ciampa's going to kill you, and Nash, Carter and Wesley were tired of being disrespected and reminding Ciampa and Thatcher that they were challengers, not the other way around. Nash caught Ciampa with a right to the jaw, and Ciampa didn't react well at all. Ciampa leaned into Nash and said that was a free one, but he won't be so lucky next week. William Regal was going down the card for next week's show. As he wrapped up recent NXT signing, Saray was in the office and says she wanted the match specifically against Toni Storm. And then we got the battery that's at 81%. God knows what will happen next. Karrion Kross was then blindsided by Gargano in theory on his way to the car. Gargano drove his head into the door, but he shook it off and choked out Gargano. Kross laid out theory of Doomsday elbow. After that, he nearly ran Gargano over, but Samoa Joe saved him from certain doom. Kross looking like a monster. All of these backstage promos are okay, just doing the job that they needed to do ahead of next week. It was Swerve Scott versus Bronson Reed for the title. Swerve Scott was hit with a big shoulder tackle off the match. A headbutt sent Swerve into the corner, and Reed launched him chest first into the turnbuckle across the ring. On the apron, Reed challenged his challenger to bring it. Swerve then hit a chop to the inner thigh, but when he went for the sunset flip bomb, Reed sat down, crushing him into the apron. During the break, Swerve managed to take over. When he returned, he hit a rear rebound German suplex for a near fall. Reed managed to get back to his feet, but Swerve dropped it again with a rolling flatliner. Reed still kicked out, and Hit Row couldn't believe it. Reed blocked the house call and turned Swerve inside out with a lariat. Somehow Swerve was able to respond with a drop kick. When he went for another rolling flatliner, Reed caught him out in midair with a Death Valley driver. As Reed moved for the Tsunami, Top Dollar distracted the ref. Ashanti Adonis kicked off the top rope, leading to Reed sending Dollar through the plexiglass. Adonis was next. After that, Reed was caught with a 450 splash, giving Swerve Scott his first championship. Yeah, this was good. 7 out of 10. I think it's just a way for Bronson Reed to go onto the main roster. Outside interference didn't make him look as weak, but great for Swerve to win the title, and I can't wait to see what he'll do with it. Overall this week, NXT gets a 6 out of 10 from me. So basically between 6 and 7. I'm going to give it 6. Really, the only thing on this show that was great was the opening match and the closing match. The rest of it was just a bit meh, which is why I can't give it higher than that, to be honest. But anyway guys, that's it for the video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe, let me know your thoughts and comments down below, and follow me on Twitter, link in the description below for daily wrestling news, and subscribe to my channel on screen right now, that would be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace out.